A esta hora te conectas a una sola radio. Este es el sistema de emisoras Onda Digital en Colombia. Radio virtual, hecha por jóvenes, pensada por universitarios. Sistema de estaciones Onda Digital, un concepto diferente.
Hi, hello. How do you doing? My name is Enrique Cuellar, full-time English teacher at the UCC. And today we are here because we're gonna start with the first podcast, second semester 2024. And with me is Peter Steele. Yes?
Hey, how's it going?
How things going, Peter?
They're good. Yeah. So yeah, my name is Peter. I'm the English teaching assistant this year with Open Lingua. I'm from New York, and I'll be here until May to help all these students learn English.
That's great. And that is the way we are here to talk about simple things about English that maybe can help students to understand better, yes, and in an easy way. And today we are here to talk about simple things about soccer. And why soccer? Because in here it's something that maybe everybody loves that sport and something that maybe you love too. Yes?
Yeah. So I love playing soccer. I grew up playing soccer, but it's definitely different in the United States. I wouldn't say it has as much cultural strength,
okay.
as in Colombia.
That's good that you start saying that, because maybe we can make doing a comparison about how is perceived soccer here in Colombia, mm-hmm. and how is perceived soccer in United States. Have you seen something different between how we can see soccer in Colombia, and what about you there in United States? How you perceive soccer there?
Yeah, totally. I mean, even last week, during the World Cup qualifier against Argentina, that was a cool cultural activity for me, because no one takes soccer as seriously in the United States as they do here, and it was really cool seeing kind of the whole city pause for those 90 minutes to watch the game,
That's weird, no?
Yeah.
That's weird, because in here everybody, even the people that don't like too much soccer, they feel that that sensation, that thing.
It's a shared experience,
Okay. And how does it feel with that kind of things?
Yeah, I mean, I love it. It's super fun. Yeah, it's a cool way to connect with Colombia. It's been really neat.
Okay, and you have played right here too.
Yeah, I've started playing with the UCC team on Wednesdays, which has been super fun. I've been doing some pickup, some casual games as well, which have been really fun.
That's great. Maybe if you want to invite some of our students to play with you.
Absolutely.
Where you can play, or where they can play with you.
Yeah, so find me in the Open Lingua office. I would love to come play. I live in Buenos Aires, so the cancha in Miraflores is the closest one for me.
Okay,
so
that
super
is
easy.
The spot.
Yeah, it's the spot. Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. Okay, continue talking about soccer. I think it's very important here. Talk about different players that we have in here in Colombia. You know that people in here that play are pretty famous. Mm-hmm. Yes. Do you know some of them? Have you ever heard about someone that plays soccer?
Yeah. I mean, let's see. I mean, I know Rene Higuita. See, I feel like my only perception of him is from that one highlight of him hitting the scorpion kick. He's the goalie, right? Yeah.
Yeah. You said the scorpion kick.
Yeah, the scorpion kick.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was because it was kicked like a scorpion.
Yeah. But yeah, he's the goalie, right? El portero. Sí.
Yeah, el portero. How do you say portero in English?
Like goalie or goaltender.
Goaltender,
sí.
goalie. Oh,
Yeah.
that's cool. And goalkeeper,
Yeah.
it's useful too.
Yeah, goalkeeper as well.
That's great.
Yeah.
That that guy was one of I think no, it wasn't. It is one of the most famous players here in Colombia. Everybody knows him.
Yeah.
And everybody loves him because he gave us like a lot of happy things in here to celebrate.
Yeah.
Okay. And what about Pibe Valderrama? You know that guy?
Yeah, he's the one with the hair, right?
Yeah, the one of the hair. Yeah, of course. And he used to be here like the man in the middle camp. Yes, the one that passed like the ball to everyone, like the center.
Yeah.
What's the name of that like position?
Like a midfielder.
The midfielder.
Midfielder,
Okay,
yeah.
that's good. That is the good thing about talk about this kind of interesting things here. We can like give to students some different kind of words that maybe they can like take into account to learn about things that they like. Can you please help us with a little with some of the words that we can use in soccer?
Yeah. So, I mean, I guess in terms of positions, we've already done, el portero is, goalkeeper or goaltender or goalie. So
3 different words for the same. That's cool.
The same.
Very
or
good.
Also, instead of goalkeeper, sometimes they're just the keeper, But yeah. And then, midfield is, medio campo. A winger would be like a extremo, see?
Ah, okay. Winger.
Yeah, winger, like
Wing.
like
okay,
wings,
like
alas,
yeah,
see?
that's cool.
And then like a striker or a forward is a volante.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for those words.
Yeah.
I think that those words can be like pretty useful for our students that like soccer.
Totally.
Okay, and something else about like the styles. Yes, how we can like make difference between stylish in here in United States, talking about the same like sport.
Yeah. I mean, in terms of like style of play, like the way that Americans play soccer as opposed to Colombians, I would say that, generally Americans don't spend their entire life playing, growing up with a ball. You know what I mean?
That is the difference with us.
Yeah.
I told you before,
Yeah.
I don't like too much like soccer, but I have played a lot soccer.
Yeah. So I'd say the baseline, the average person in Colombia has better foot skills than the average American, right? And so on the field, that translates to, I think American soccer is a little more messy, a little bit more kind of gritty, I guess, like gritty, like it's all about like effort and not necessarily how much skill you have, or I don't know, you have to really try, and like it's very physical,
Yeah, it's very physical.
Whereas
maybe there are no like a lot of movements or like speed and those kind of qualities that maybe here in Colombia are developed.
Yeah, I think Colombia, it's more kind of smooth or finessed, kind of. You know what I mean? Finessed, kind of like
yes, of
finesse,
course,
like very like skilled and like smooth and skilled and like effortless. Finesse.
Okay,
Yeah.
finesse. That's a good definition for like to make difference.
Yeah.
Okay, and tell me something more about maybe, I don't know, things that you have enjoyed here about soccer.
Yeah, I mean, I think the biggest thing is just that it seems so universal. I think in the United States, obviously there's American football, there's baseball, but there's not one sport that completely dominates. One sport that everyone plays, and I think that's really unique. I guess not necessarily to Colombia, but to Latin America, where it is a very
like the dominant sport.
Yeah, like one
here.
dominant sport that really kind of brings everyone together.
Do you think that is like related with the size of the country? Because United States, it's too big. Yes, and maybe that is the way that you have like kind of different sports and people for those sports.
Yeah, totally. I mean, for example, I'm from the Northeast of the United States. I'm from New York, and in the Northeast in particular, or I guess the North in general, Ice hockey is played a lot. But if you go to Florida, for example, out down in the South or Texas, the average person doesn't play ice hockey.
Yeah, because there are no ice.
There's no ice. It's a regional thing, right? And I also think part of it is that, the United States is very culturally diverse too. So there's just different kind of, people like different things.
Yes, of course. Okay, and I would like to know something about like the words, because in here many people think that if you say like soccer, okay, everybody understand that it's that kind of sport that is played with foot, you kick the ball. Yes, but we call that football.
Sí.
Yes, and what about if we say football in United States?
Yeah, so if you say football in the United States, everyone will assume you're talking about American football.
Yeah, they don't assume that it's real soccer.
Yeah, so soccer is for fútbol aquí. Sí.
Yes.
But yeah, I don't understand why American football is called football. They're very specific. Yeah, but you don't use your feet that much. You're not touching the ball with your feet all that much. So it's a dumb name. I think we should change it. But yeah, that's how it is.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's how it is.
That's how it is. Yeah,
don't ask why. Okay, look. It was a very interesting thing that we said in here. Thank you so much, Peter.
Yeah,
we
of
have
course.
just talked about something interesting for our students.
Yeah, absolutely. My pleasure.
Okay, thank you so much.
Yeah.
I'll see you in the next one podcast.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, thank you. Bye.
Bye.
A esta hora te conectas a una sola radio. Este es el sistema de emisoras Onda Digital en Colombia. Radio virtual, hecha por jóvenes, pensada por universitarios. Sistema de estaciones Onda Digital, un concepto diferente.